once again I'm starting off at Chuncheon, and then there is this about 4 kilometers uphill ride, a short rest on top, a very fast downhill ride, then another ridge, and then the lake where I take a boat to go home. So due to the flooding, there's too much water really. The good thing is that, well, it's cool. It's not hot at all. Okay, that's the road that leads toward the mountain ridge, and in fact it's the beginning of a bike trail. Here it is, here's the map, that goes all the way up to Yeonggu. Before the entrance to the tunnel, I think. And I'm gonna say it again because, yeah, here's the map again, because every time another uphill ride is finished, I think it is over, but then again there's another uphill, another climb, and it went like this several times. So here I am, right? You think you've reached the summit and then you go down and you think it's over. But not really. There's another climb after that. So of course it's not a linear ride, it's not a linear relief. It's ups and downs, as expected. But I like those downhill rides. Before the entrance into the tunnel, still before the entrance into the tunnel, this part number 2, a steep part has begun. Oh yeah, now it's really steep. So you see I'm moving very, very slowly. So the average speed for today's ride was about 7.8 kilometers per hour. But here I'm really, it's, I think a turtle would outdo me on this climb. But what do you want? It's a 20 kilograms bike and about 85 kilograms in myself. Yeah, that was encouraging. A steep part. It is really steep. So again, really steep. So it's really steep all the time for about 3 to 4 kilometers. But if you take a rest occasionally, so it's short breaks, not more than about 15 seconds maybe, or 30 seconds. If you have enough water, especially on a very hot day, which is not today, so it's September. One last kilometer before the summit. And that's great, that's a great feeling, you know, there's only 1 kilometer left. The first time I came here was about 3 years ago. And it felt so much more difficult compared to today, but that was August. It was very hot. Much better now. Now here's the summit. Yeah, here's the summit. So from now on it's a walk in the park. It's a nice downhill ride, so there's going to be a pavilion on the right where it's a good idea to take a rest. And then all you do is you just go down. Just like this. The only problem is brakes. They're squeaking and screeching at the turns. So I probably need to replace the brake pads on my front wheel. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this shaky camera. I don't really want to spend several $100 on gimbals. It's not a professional video anyway, so why bother? the brightness is not automatically regulated either. That's really shaky. Will a GoPro on my helmet, will it do better? I'll find out next year when I buy it. I decided not to buy anything this year. I'm just going to make use of this camera that we bought for Anna's birth, which was about 10 years ago. It is this camera. So I attach it to the handlebars. There's a clamp, and of course there's no damper. There's nothing. Is all the shocks are taken in by the camera. Nothing is absorbed. Even if I have a suspension fork, see, it doesn't really help. It's about a 4 minutes long downhill ride, and I can't tell you how enjoyable it is. It's probably because of these downhill rides that I like mountain biking so much. It's not really mountain biking, it's, I don't know what to call it. A road bike would do fine here. Yeah, here's the screeching brakes. So no problem with the rear wheel, but the front wheel, yeah, those brakes, those brake pads should be replaced. It's been 3 years. It's 4 minutes continuous downhill ride, continuous descent. I love it. And as you can see, there's not many cars around because this is an old road. The new one goes through the mountains through this long tunnel that a bicycle isn't allowed into. And in fact, even if I were allowed to go into this tunnel, I wouldn't use the opportunity because it is so much more enjoyable to take these narrow country roads. This is a country road. There's a classification in Korea. There is speedways. This one is not a country road. This one is classified as a national road, Gukto. And the one I was taking, the downhill road, that was the original road, or country road, Jibangdo. So there is a classification, Gosodoro, Gukto, Jibangdo. This is Gukto, this is the national road. Or I don't know how to call it correctly in English, because Guk is a country, but if I say country road, it's like I'm talking about a provincial road, which is not... Well, I am in the province, well, I don't know what to say really, I don't care, as long as I know where to go to. So this is the road, okay, here's the rotary, very soon. And from the rotary there is another climb, so I'm going towards the lake now. And this is a downhill ride again of several minutes. So it takes me directly to the resort area. It's teeming with all kinds of restaurants, so people go to Chuncheon, take a bus, get to the pier, board a boat, spend a whole day here in the resort area, then they go back. And I'm just going to take a one-way ride on that boat. And as of this moment, I'm not really sure whether I can get a ticket or whether bicycles are allowed. But a couple of friendly guys who I met while drinking my Powerade at a convenience store, they told me that tickets are available until 6 o'clock. So basically I was lucky. I was... Oh, this terrible sound. No, these brake pads definitely need to be replaced. So I was lucky to get a ticket. And originally I did want to go and visit the Chuncheon, the Buddhist temple. close to the resort area, a 1 kilometer climb up the mountain. But at this time I was so exhausted. Yeah, here's the resort area. And it's funny, when I wanted to buy a ticket they didn't accept any credit cards. So they said you just tell the crew that you don't have cash, so you'll have to pay after you arrive. Alright, so these guys, okay, I didn't film it, but these guys, they were very serious about it. They made me write down my name and my phone number, and then they would not leave me alone until I paid. So we're about to depart. So this boat is quite speedy. I'm not saying it's a speedboat, of course, but it's about 15 kilometers per hour. Not bad for the water. I remember when we were kayaking in the Russian rivers. An average speed when you just row, current not accounted for, it's 5 kilometers per hour, basically a walking speed. If the current is swift enough, that's 10. 15 is already too much, too fast for a canoe. But this one is 15. So basically it's a few minutes ride. Well, it's 3 kilometers. You have to wear a mask, needless to say. Without it you won't be allowed on board. Some beautiful views, and it's really some nostalgia is involved. I really miss those kayak days. And this is basically the road to Chuncheon. 10 kilometers and I'm back.